think that the recording really has helped with that because I know every time I go back to school, it's like, "What happened in Meet Confer? Like, what are you guys talking about?" And I'm like, "Well, guess what? You can have watch all of the streaming here. Tune in to this time. This is what we talked about." And so I just think it's been very beneficial, and it helps me be, mindful of my words because it can be a swear. Um, and I think it just, that transparency is really beneficial, and I also really appreciate hearing all of those, different perspectives from all of the different groups because sometimes there's issues in different departments or in different, things that I might not know about because I don't work in transportation or different areas. So, I really appreciate everyone's, different viewpoints and stories.
So we started the process with a lot of things against us, declining enrollment, a series of political executive orders that have an impact in our school, financial struggles due to recession, inflation, all of those things. Uh, we're in a critical point of our district in which s- changing our mindset into results oriented and changing behaviors of the ways that we have done things. And yet, we come together because we all care about the same students, families, staff members, and communities, and we have a great desire to do better and be better for everyone. And so I know that even though we didn't address the 13 things, we addressed five. And I think with what we have, less people, less money, and with the people that are coming, students and families that are coming with greater need of services and support. I think 5 out of 13, I don't consider a loss. I consider the next step into making us better for our families.
So I appreciate Meet and Confer a great deal. Actually, it's a very unique committee, right? Any committee or any meeting that I've ever been to, there's always a decision maker, right? It may be collaborative in the process, but at the end of the meeting, 9 times out of 10, there's one person that's going to be that final decision maker. So it's you have voice, but you're not necessarily a decision maker. And sometimes that can be very, very frustrating in situations like this, where not only are you a participant, but you are a decision maker, right? You have the ability to push things forward, you have the ability to hold something back as an individual. And that's a very powerful thing. And that's why it's so important to build that sense of team. And you come up with little catchphrases and things like, it's my understanding, or can I ask a clarifying question? Because it's all about relationships, right? And the best example I can think of is like board meetings. If you don't have relationships with that, you're not going to be able to pass your stuff through. So it's not just about how you present things. It's also about how you go about that process and building relationships in the room. So building team, a sense of team, I think is really, really important. Other and it's tedious, right? The whole process is tedious. I mean, I remember sitting in a governing board meeting where they talked for 45 minutes about a sentence and one word in the sentence, and I was like, "Sweet Jesus, can't we just move on and do something else?" And sometimes I'm sure people in the room felt that way as well too. We're just like, "Oh my God, this is taking forever," and that's the downside of it. But in my opinion, you have to be open to those types of situations because it also generates these creative ideas and this other stuff that goes along. But I'm not going to lie to you. It definitely is something that can be super frustrating. So you got to be patient. You got to give people a little grace, both in how you say things and how you react to things. I think those are really important stuff. But I've always valued Meet and Confer just for that reason, because I've always felt that not only are you listening to my voice, but my voice matters because I have the power to stop and or push things forward. So
If you wanted to say anything. So, um, Joel, for really adding this extra day because it allowed for more conversations. And I think in IBN for sure, the the conversations are what's most important. So I want to thank all of you again, another year. Wonderful work. And I'm sure your staff is going to be proud of you. So Thank you. And enjoy summer's coming up. The school year's almost over and enjoy it. But thank you.